in Colorado, and they said that it's like people who see Bigfoot. They say they see grizzlies, but he's like he spotted 4 of them.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's a good example of. I mean, if those were grizzly, then there's grizzly we didn't know about.
How many people are going to do what Adam did and actually go out there 20+ miles deep into the woods with a fucking tent and find these things?
Yeah.
Like, it's incredibly difficult to get real world numbers on these animals.
Yeah, and that's so once you take the science out of it, and the people with boots on the ground actually weighing in on, hey, okay, here's how many animals there are, here's how many we need to kill. Once you do like they did in BC, and the government just decides that the public can't stomach it anymore because they did some poll at they have Starbucks in BC, right?
Yes.
A poll at Starbucks, and which is where I went today, by the way, but I still kill stuff. That's where we cause problems. We create issues. We use the wrong tools we're still managing the animals, but not correctly.
Well, it's also the decisions are based on emotions without real information based on the actual environment that these animals live in. Like you could never imagine if you lived in Vancouver and went to some of the best restaurants in the world and drove some of the nicest streets. And I mean, Vancouver is an amazing city. If you lived there and you had this idea of what wildlife is, but you never left Vancouver, or if you did, we visited Chicago. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't know. Like you literally have to be there to just kind of get a sense of it. And you wouldn't get a sense of it in one trip. You'd have to be there all the time. You'd have to take multiple excursions into the forest to really understand what you're talking about and what you're dealing with. So to make those decisions based on people who are completely ignorant about that situation, that's like, it's crazy. I mean, it's a ridiculous way to handle it.
So thankfully here in the United States, we do have a great system for wildlife management, and our government, except for here in California with the mountain lions, trusts the professionals, the biologists, the people out, with boots on the ground, as I said, and we trust those people to allocate tags, to give us numbers, to help manage the hunt seasons and how many tags are for each area. So thankfully that's continued to happen here.
But even here, it gets protested. It gets the delisting of wolves, an area where they're starting to desolate or devastate.
Delisting of grizzlies.
Yeah, and that's going to get pushed back too. People are going to sue against it. But the idea is not to kill